Hello, Sagittarius. What's going on, everyone? All right, so we're going to take a look at the energy for the rest of July, the next week or so. So this will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sagittarius. All right, person on your mind. We're going to find out how they feel about you and what you need to know moving forward. I am going to extend the reading and dive deeper into your person. So that link will be below in the comments section and the description box. All right, let's get to it. I'm going to post some just overall advice for y'all to begin with here because, well, why not? All right, if this reading does resonate for you, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments below. If not, check out your moon or rising or even Venus for love, Sag. Trust. Apologize. Some of you guys are going to be receiving an apology, or you think you need to apologize. I don't know. I feel like this is someone else, though. Freedom, you are safe, apologize, and trust. I feel like whatever they tell you, though, is you can believe it, right? I think it is a sincere apology for some of you Saggies, right? You can trust the situation. Some of you are connecting with somebody who said they wanted to be single, they wanted to be on their own, but that's not really how they feel, or you're getting that vibe from them. Some of you just want to leave the situation behind. But if you were to accept a love offer, an apology, something from this person, it's safe to do so. All right, Sag, let's see what's coming in for y'all. We're going to take a look at what's on their mind, how they feel about you, how they view you, how they're going to be moving forward for the next week or so, what they're hiding. We'll get advice, and then we'll get your outcome for the week with this person. All right, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do y'all need to know? What does Sag need to know about this person on their mind? Does it seem like July has just been the longest month ever? Maybe it's just me. All right. Literally, July feels like it's been 6 months. All right. Let's see what's going on, Sag. I always pre-shuffle, but, you know, do a couple during the reading too. Why not? All right. In the recent past, what went down with this person? The Five of Cups. Somebody may have some regret, right? I'm going to lay out all the cards, and then we're going to chat. What's going on right now? What's the current energy? We've got the Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana. What's on your person's mind? What are they thinking? 10 of Wands. They're burdened. They feel stressed out or burdened by something. How do they view you? What do they think that you want? The Death card in reverse, Scorpio energy. They may feel like you're still hanging on, or they're hanging on. That's where that apology is coming in. All right, how do they feel about you? Deep down, the Five of Swords in reverse. Feels like some of you guys got into a little heated exchange. There could have been some kind of mind games, some effery going on, but they want to drop that. Again, there's that apology. What can you expect from them over the next week or so? The 10 of Pentacles. All right, could be conversations about something more practical, something, you know, more long-term for the future. For some of y'all, either you're weighed down by money in your job, or they are. What's in the hidden factors? What are they hiding, Sagittarius? Well, they're hiding you. Temperance. Major Arcana for Sag. So if you haven't really talked to this person, or they seem off or quiet or something, you're all up in their energy. All right, what's your advice? The Ace of Cups. Make sure that you're loving yourself as well. Some of you guys want to go towards new love. Maybe you found new love. But again, this can actually be an apology as well, like a renewal of a love situation. So we'll see with clarifiers. What's your outcome? You've got the Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. Your money looks really good too, Sag. Some of you have Earth in your chart. You might even be like a Sag, Capricorn, Cusper. But if not, I mean, the Queen of Pentacles is somebody that's very nurturing, grounded. She's the best queen. She's the highest queen of all the queens because she can do it all. She's about commitment and making a beautiful home and having a, you know, just a beautiful life. Very nurturing, very abundant, and very practical when it comes to her relationships and making decisions and that kind of stuff. Okay, let me take a look here. This could be a karmic connection for some of y'all, but I'm getting with the Wheel of Fortune and the current energy, Sag. This is more of like big changes coming in that maybe you weren't expecting. They're supposed to happen. It's part of your path. Yeah, we've got a couple fives here, some challenges in the recent past with that Five of Cups. You know, sad, missing someone. For those of you that are like in separation, or you broke up or something like that, you both were missing each other. But I feel like somebody you're connecting with has some regret, disappointment, like they know they failed you or the situation in some way. That's where they were sitting in that recent past. And I think it feels like they're trying to change something. Because I do feel like whatever went on with you guys is heavy on them, right? It's a burden. It almost feels like they view you as, maybe still holding on to something that happened, right? Or something, if there was an ending, they know that you're kind of still, it just feels like this energy, Sag, if somebody knows like they owe you something, that apology, making something right. Yeah, temperance and the hidden factors, again, what they're hiding is trying to restore balance in a situation. It feels like somebody's getting hit over the head with big fat karma for some reason here. Feels like this comes back together. We're going to find out. Or if you're not apart, then just moving forward to, towards like that next phase. Some of you guys had a discussion or maybe even like a fallout over money or the actual commitment. Like, where's this relationship going? But they have regrets about how that conversation went or some sort of choice they made. All right, let's do it. So what happened here in the recent past with Sag and their person? We've got the 5 of Cups. Why is this 5 of Cups here? And the Page of Pentacles. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Something may have just been moving too slowly. So there's the communication here. Capricorn energy with the Page of Pentacles. It feels like there was disappointment on where the relationship was going. Some of you guys just felt like this person was breadcrumbing you. Kind of just giving you a little bit here, a little bit there. There could have been, again, disappointment over money as well. But I feel like this is more energy with that Page of Pentacles. And, and for some of you, there's a few of you. This is specific. Some of you friend zoned someone, or they friend zoned you, and now they're having regrets. What's this Page of Pentacles? Yeah, the 9 of Swords. A lot of insomnia, stress, anxiety, worried about this situation. Doesn't feel like either one of you were happy with the way this turned out, or this discussion, or where the relationship was. But now, currently, in the present energy, Sag, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. What's this about? Yeah, the Ace of Cups. It feels like unexpectedly, Sag, somebody's like, oh my God, I'm in love with Sagittarius. Like, I didn't think I would have these feelings, or I was trying to push them under the rug or get them out of my system or something like that. Somebody was fighting feelings here for you. And the universe is saying, that's not, we don't play that way. If it's supposed to happen, if it's your fate, your path, it's going to happen. Like, you can ignore it as much as you want. So currently we've got some changes coming in, but it's fated. It's supposed to happen this way. What's this Ace of Cups? Yeah, the 4 of Pentacles. Give me one more card on that 4 of Pentacles for current energy, and the 8 of Wands. Yeah. Somebody's going to communicate that they wish they hadn't been so stubborn. They've been holding back their feelings for you. And again, if you're like already with this person, this is evolving, right? Like they're just getting hit with that karma stick. But there's a lot of emotion behind it. And there's a lot of communication coming in. And I would expect an apology, either because they've been holding back on their love for you, or something's going down here. Because it's just been too much. They can't hold it back anymore. It's too much. 10 of Wands on their mind. Yeah, there you are again, up in their energy. Temperance, major for Sagittarius. This is wanting to restore balance, right? This is, I want to cooperate. I want to compromise. This is all about divine timing as well. And it's been weighing heavy on their mind, whomever this is. Why is Temperance here? It's an expression of love. King of Wands. Taking action. I know you're King of Wands. Typically, some of you are connected with a Leo, but it doesn't matter. The King of Wands is taking action, right? He's, he can be a little, King of Wands always kind of reminds me of the energy of somebody that like promises you the world, but like really you want a King of Pentacles. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, again, this is just the energy. But some of you are dealing with another Sag too. But, finally the King of Wands takes action, but we want him to turn into the King of Pentacles. Because it's okay to talk and, because the King of Wands is very charismatic, very charming, very good looking, but we need something practical as well, right? And so this is kind of their first step to making that move, to have this conversation about restoring balance and healing the situation. For some of you, this person's had to work a lot or travel, and so they just haven't been able to devote the time to you. but they know it's like make or break. They got to get in there. How are they viewing you? Death in reverse with the Two of Wands. Again, another card of travel. Some of you are at a distance from this person, and that's been part of the issue. You feel like they haven't expressed themselves or they haven't been giving enough to you. You know, the Death card in reverse is a lack of change. I just feel like you're in this energy, Sag, where it's like if something doesn't change, right? You guys may have even gone through some endings and came back together. With the Two of Wands, it's like I got the world in my hands. I'm about to make a move, right? I'm trying to make plans here. Do we stay together? Or do I go off and do my own thing? That's how they view you. It doesn't make, it doesn't mean that's accurate, but that's how they're viewing you. So it's like you got one foot in and one foot out is what that feels like. Now, again, there could have been, you may have thought this person was like playing some mind games with you, or there was kind of like a heated discussion, kind of petty, but they're turning that around because they feel the Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, see, with the Ten of Swords. Yeah, there could have been a pretty harsh ending here, or you felt like somebody feels betrayed, but they want to revive that. Like they want to take back their words, or that, again, there goes that apology. Why is this Ten of Swords in their emotions? Yeah, healing, star. They're still hopeful that you guys can take those swords out. I mean, that Ten of Swords is a pretty harsh ending or betrayal. Again, remember, it could have even been a fight, but they're trying to make this up to you. They're trying to make this better, Sag. And moving forward, their plans are this Ten of Pentacles. So, okay. What's this Ten of Pentacles? And the Knight of Wands. There you are, Sagittarius. You know, in this deck, the Knight of Wands is coming, he's going. He gets a bad rap for being a player, but not always. Maybe this person did play you, or you thought they played you. They're remorseful, I'm telling you. They're also watching you. Page of Swords, if you guys are in separation, because they feel left out in the cold. Five of Pentacles. But with the Knight of Wands, he's kind of looking back. Like, I need to arrive with something here, because that wand is all about taking action. He's looking back to the past. He's looking right at that Ten of Pentacles. And it just feels like somebody has some remorse for words that they said, but also for not giving everything. Because that Ten of Pentacles is you're building a legacy, you're building a long-term commitment. Like again, this is like marriage and commitment, but it's very, very stable energy. And it just feels like this person was not in that energy, but there's regrets about that. This is all about trying to make something up to you. I'm telling you. In the hidden factors, you've got you again, Temperance. So there you are, Sag. Why is Temperance in the hidden factors? And the Devil. Yeah, some of you are definitely like a Sag, Capricorn cusper. We got Capricorn energy here. Some toxic stuff. But this is healing that energy. The Devil can keep us tied and bound to anything negative, right? Addictions, cheating, lying, fear, abuse, like a million different things, right? But it likes to keep us in a hold. You know, it can be obsessions. I don't really feel like this is obsession here. I feel like this isn't hidden factors. What they've been hiding is their own like fears and negativity towards the relationship or commitment or something like that. And they're trying to balance that out. If you've been apart from this person, they've been taking time to work on themselves. It feels like. Why is the Devil here? Yeah, the Seven of Cups. For some of you, this person's, you know, when they're down and out, they might like to drink a lot of chocolate milkshakes or tequila, right? This can certainly be, drinking a lot. Trying to numb your pain with something here is what's been going on. I'm just saying. Maybe they did cheat. I just know there was a betrayal here, and they know they've hurt you, and they're trying to make that up to you. The advice from Spirit is the Ace of Cups. Love yourself. But also, too, I think you can expect some sort of healing energy. Some of you guys have moved on to new love. What's this Ace of Cups? And the Moon. Pisces, Cancerian energy. Listen to your intuition, right? But I think Spirit's also on board, Sagittarius, with you guys healing something that was not seen, right? The Moon is all about illusions and things that are going on behind the scenes. If you want this, it's here. What's the Moon with the Ace of Cups? And the Hermit, major arcana for Virgo. Move slowly. It's very slow energy. It's going within. Making sure that you also, too, are over your fears and your anxiety. There's been a lot of anxiety here. There's been some kind of petty energy, maybe some harsh conversations, And Spirit's saying, like, listen, make sure you're loving yourself. I feel like this is also saying take a little time. Like this person is going to, propose some sort of an apology or some sort of trying to fix something here with you. And I believe it's genuine. But with the Hermit, Spirit saying, like, take that time, right? The Hermit is shining that lantern right onto that moon energy, Make sure that, you're overcoming your fears as well. Sorry, my dog's barking, y'all. She is such a pain in my butt. Every time I sit down to do a reading, I swear. But this is yours. And also too, before you make a decision to like completely move forward with this, this would be the energy of like, they reach out to you and you take a minute. Like you don't just like jump on this right away. Make sure that you're loving yourself as well. Why is the Queen of Pentacles in your outcome? Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? So again, a lot of y'all have Earth in your chart, but what's this Queen of Pentacles? Queen of Pentacles. Why is this here for Sag? And we've got Judgment. Yeah, you're going to have to make a really important choice or decision. Some of you guys, this involves marriage. You might even be married to this person, right? But again, I just keep getting like apologies and remorse and, I'm sorry for the way that I treated you. And, maybe I was traveling too much or we had a huge fight about our future. But this is Queen of Pentacles with Judgment. Sorry, y'all, about the dog. This is all Scorpio energy. This is all about like resurrecting something, right? Where there's a lot of potential and stability and somebody wanting to move forward here. I'm sorry about that, Sag. I don't want the barking dog to get to y'all. That's annoying. But yeah, it's like, again, with that Queen of Pentacles and Judgment, this is, again, this could be a marriage for some of y'all. But this is both of you really taking stock of the situation and making that choice and decision to, of course, move forward with that Queen of Pentacles. It's life-changing. For some of y'all, I feel like this was a conversation literally about like marriage or starting a family or something like that. But could it be, a second chance, somebody if you're in separation with this person, definitely coming back around. I would expect an apology. I would expect this thing to move forward. Of course, you don't have to take this person back or move forward. Who am I to say? But the energy is here for that to happen. Somebody just regrets something they said, a decision they made. It caused a lot of pain, has something to do with taking this relationship to the next level. And we've had some time to think about it here. Somebody's been coping with some maybe not such great things. Again, could there have been, maybe somebody stepped out while you guys were apart or even happened during the relationship? I think you would already know that. This wouldn't come as a surprise. But it's on Temperance, which is all about trying to make this thing better and heal with Temperance. All right, we're going to extend this reading, Sagittarius. We're going to dive in and see what their next step is. Because they're showing on their mind as the King of Wands, and I want that King of Wands to be a King of Pentacles. And I want to see, because that's, that takes time, right? That King of Pentacles is more about like, success and loyalty, and it's really long term. He like means business. I want to see where this person is heading after the Queen of Pentacles with the Judgment card here, because this looks beautiful. And this doesn't look like somebody that's just, oh, well, we'll see, that's being shady or non-committal. So in the extended, we'll dive into their energy and see how they really feel and how this thing moves forward. If y'all want a private reading, my email is below. Make sure that you reach out. Again, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I love you guys hard. Love me hard back. And we'll speak soon.